Hello and welcome to another lesson of linear mathematics. On this one, we're going to simplify the trig functions using reduction formula. So as we can see here, we're given that cos 90 degrees plus theta over sine 360 degrees minus theta. So we are expected to simplify this given expression here. Firstly, let's consider our cast diagram. Going to consider our cast diagram. So we can see that 90 degrees plus theta lies in the second quadrant, right? Where only sine is positive. So it means that for the upper part here, since we're expected to simplify, for the upper part, we're going to write this cos 90 degrees plus theta as as negative, since it's only sine that is positive on the second quadrant. So we're going to put a negative sign as a negative sign. The reason why we put sign is that when we consider the trig functions 90 degrees, like trig functions that has to do with 90 degrees, when we are given cos, it changes to sine, and when we are given sine, it changes to cos. We're going to deal with that later, right? For now, we just have to know that we put sine here. So it's negative sine theta. So again, now let's consider the lower part, which is the sine 360 degrees minus theta. So here we know that 360 degrees minus theta lies in the third quadrant, right? It lies in the third quadrant. Oh, sorry about that. The fourth quadrant. So we can see here that 360 minus theta lies in the fourth quadrant, and on the fourth quadrant is only cos that is positive. So since here we are given sine, it means that we're going to have negative sine theta. So we can see that the upper part and the lower part are the same. So this is going to cancel this. This canceling this. So we're going to be left with 1, and that's it. That's the final answer. On to the next example. We have sine 360 degrees minus theta multiplied by sine 90 degrees plus theta divided by cos 90 degrees minus theta multiplied by cos 360 minus theta. So even here we are expected to simplify this given expression, right? So we are going to start with the upper part. Firstly, we're going to start with sine 360 degrees minus theta. So just like we always do, we're going to present our cast diagram here. So we know that 360 degrees minus theta lies in the fourth quadrant here, right? So it's only cos that is positive on this quadrant. So here we are given sine instead of cos. So it means that now this is going to reduce into negative sine theta, because it's only cos that is positive in the fourth quadrant. Meanwhile, here we are given sine. So let's move to the second one. The second one, we're given that sine 90 degrees plus theta. We know that 90 degrees plus theta lies in the second quadrant, and we know that in the second quadrant sine is positive, right? So here we're going to change sine into cos, as I've explained later that earlier, that we're going to talk about that much later. So for now, you just have to know that when we are given sine with correspondence to 90 degrees, it changes to cos, and when we are given cos, it changes to sine, right? So here we're given sine. It means that since sine is positive, it means we're going to have cos, we're going to have cos theta. Now let's get to the lower part. So here on the lower part, we're going to start with this part. So we're given cos 90 degrees minus theta, and we know that 90 degrees minus theta lies here in the first quadrant, and in the first quadrant everything is positive. It turns out to be positive. So it means that here we're going to have positive sine theta, and here on the last part of the upper part, of the lower part, we're given cos 360 degrees minus theta, and again 360 degrees minus theta lies in the fourth quadrant, right? It lies here, and here is only cos that is positive, and oh, here we are given cos 360 minus theta. It means that our cos is going to be positive. It means that we're going to have cos theta, and from here we can now just apply, a general mathematics. So these two are going to cancel out, and we're going to be left with negative sine theta, over sine theta. So these two are going to cancel out, then we are going to be left with 1. So it means that we're going to have the final answer as being -1.